Are you brilliant at what you do but lose out on opportunities? Do you want to showcase your brilliance and expertise but never get the chance? Are you looking to raise your profile but don't know where to start? Now, if this is you, I'm here to help. Now, it could be because you don't put yourself forward. Decision makers don't know about you. You're busy juggling way too many balls and can't imagine taking something else on. Now, this is exactly what women I've worked with were up against until they got familiar with the tools and tactics that I passed on that took them from being the best kept secret and not knowing how to navigate asking for what they need and want to becoming known experts, getting pay rises, and best of all, getting comfortable sharing what they will and won't do, what they need and want, and even asking for help. I'm going to be sharing how I've helped hundreds of women just like you raise their profile, sustain their success, and earn more using my proven She Strategy system. You'll also be hearing from members and finding out how She Strategy has helped them. For example, let me introduce you to Noor. Noor is a key person in the Middle East's operation of the world's largest medical device company. Plus, she's a Forbes Ignite Impact Fellow, and she credits She Strategy for the reason she was chosen. And this is a big deal because Noor was selected as one of only 30 women from across the world to be part of the Forbes Ignite Impact Fellowship program. Before going through the selection process, she told me that she went through her She Strategy blueprint, decided what she was going to share, how she was going to be when she shared it, why they should choose her. She went along and she was chosen. The She Strategy blueprint is part of the toolbox that every member gets. It clarified Noor's thinking and helped her get to where she wanted to, and now she's on the path to leadership positions within her organization and is on a fantastic trajectory to more success and recognition. Now, before I explain how I help women like Noor get these sorts of results, let me tell you a bit more about me. I'm an award-winning broadcast journalist, and in my last stint on TV, I covered Iran to Morocco, Turkey to Sudan for a BBC World programme I presented for well over a decade. Plus, I've had my own business for much longer, many more decades, consulting and training the C-suite to communicate with impact and influence when speaking on stage, when speaking internally, when speaking to the media. I still chair conferences and events, and as a result, I get a front row seat to what works and what doesn't, and to the fact that women are a minority in the circles I move in. Now, during the last economic downturn, I started doing a lot of work on behavioral economics, our relationship with money, with a special interest on financial facts for women. I mention this because it's so important that you know the financial facts for females, because women are the biggest losers financially. Now, over the years, I've realized that knowing how to communicate your brilliance is key if you want to know how to showcase your expertise. Be a known expert, raise your profile, and be able to get across what you need, want, and do. And when you can do this, get across what you need, want, and do, you have a bigger chance of being able to sustain yourself and your success. And that means that you earn more money when you work. I call this leaning into your earning potential. Now, I have a master's in medical engineering, and this helps me with the practical side of what I do. It's brain-based work. It's all about the human condition, what makes us notice things, choose things, remember things, make certain decisions, not others, and influence people around us so that they say yes to our ask. Over the years, I've worked with many people, getting them to be known experts, to become comms superstars, and be chosen for their brilliance. But the people I've worked with told me that they want more. They want accountability. They want ongoing support. They want hands-on help implementing the tactics and strategies that I share in She Strategy, which has led me to where I am today. A private membership program for ambitious women that combines the foundation of how to communicate with impact and influence, and how to sustain success via She Strategy, the online, on-demand program that I created that includes the videos, the templates, the cheat sheets, and the blueprint. It combines that with weekly How Do I Do It? Live support calls with me. These are support and accountability sessions so that you can be seen, heard, and empowered and know how to raise your profile in a practical can-do way, while all the time sustaining your version of success, which means that you earn more. The goal is for you to be known for your expertise and to become an opportunity magnet. for you to be chosen for the next I made it, the thing that you really want for yourself, to be able to do it and to keep doing it. Now, I say this because I know so many brilliant women who have fantastic degrees, start companies, win contracts, do all these things, but then they can't sustain it. They can't keep showing up. You see, success isn't just getting this thing, achieving the I made it. It's about that, but it's also about being able to keep doing it. And the only way that that happens is if you can sustain yourself. Now, maybe you're already playing it small. Maybe you're already thinking, I can't cope if I take on anything new. Maybe you realize this is what's going on and you want to get unstuck. Or maybe you're ready to be known for your brilliance and need help becoming a known expert. Maybe you want to earn more. You want to jump to the next thing in your career. Now, if this is you, then let me show you how She Strategy can help. The first step is drilling down and defining things. What you want for yourself and what you need so that you stay sane and okay. What your big I made it is, and whose cooperation, or as I call it, buy-in, you need in order for this to become your reality. Now, when we know what you need, want, and do, and this includes what you are the go-to person for, what you're known for, what you want to be doing more of, we then work on how you share your brilliance in a way that makes an impact and influences the decision makers in your life, including clients, colleagues, peers, family members. This is all about how you become a comms superstar with great presence, where the perception of you fits in with what you want to be known for and doing more of, and what you want to be next. Now, this sets you apart from peers, from competition, from everyone in your industry and in your circle. Here's what I mean. When there's an opportunity that is just perfect for you, do the people in your industry, in your company, in your circle, do they think of you? Does your name pop up? Think about this. Now, once you define what you are the go-to person for, you put this at the center of everything that you communicate, all your messaging, everything that you put out, every time you have something to say, whether it's a pitch, a presentation, in a meeting, giving a talk. It's the asset, the collateral that you use to establish your expertise, your brilliance, to grab attention, so that when a stakeholder has a need, something that you can do, they think of you. Being clear and consistent and communicating it means that people around you know you for it, and it sets you apart from pretty much everyone. And what this means is that you are clear about what you are the go-to person for, what your brilliance really is. And it means that people around you are also clear about what you are brilliant at, what you will do, what you don't want to do, and what makes you different. Clarity around what you don't want to do is really important. I know so many women, fantastic women, who really struggle because they're asked to do things that they don't want to be doing. They might be great at it, but it takes them away from their next thing. Maybe this is you. Now, this core, this I am the go-to person for, is not your degree, it's not your title, it's not your job, it's something else. It's the meeting point of what you know, what you do, and how you do it. Now, I promise you no one thinks like this, and it's exactly this approach that will get you known for what you are brilliant at, the way you do things, the way you think, the way you approach things, that is unique to you. And this makes magic happen, the magic of opportunity, the right opportunity making its way to you. Once we drill down and define your brilliance, we then start sharing it. You share it with your community, your colleagues, your industry. I call this raising your profile in a permission-free way. And to get you ready and nailing it, we'll work on the fundamentals of communicating with impact and influence. You'll learn the tactics, you'll get access to the toolbox, the same toolbox I've been passing on to the C-suite for decades. It's a system that you can use every time you have something to say, whatever the occasion, whoever the stakeholder. Now, instead of me explaining more, I always think people who go through the system are the best ones to explain what it does for them.
I'm going to let you into a little secret. The secret being, raising your profile is fun and is the most amazing experience and journey to go on. And who should you raise your profile with? The wonderful Nima Abu-Warda. She's absolutely incredible. In fact, I described her as phenomenal at the end of our last session. And I just feel I have gone from strength to strength. The program is so insightful, so engaging, so informative. Nima just creates interest all the way and really primes you to step forward and be a greater version of yourself, which is what I feel today. So my takeaway for you here is just get yourself working with Nima. She's absolutely incredible, and I will sing her praises all the way. So thank you, Nima. It's been a blast.
That's Jo. She is lovely. She is building up her business. Actually, all the women I work with are just so lovely. So let me introduce you to Fatima. She is brilliant at her job, but she's been held back by people taking up her time and energy with repetitive questions and asks. She felt stuck, she felt frustrated, and she couldn't drill down to the work that really interests her, the stuff that she wants to be doing right now and next. This is what she has to say about She Strategy.
Simplicity. You said make 3 words or 3 key things, 3 things, and interest them before you educate them. It's right here. I thought my reports always educational more than interest them. So I really like it that you and the feeling, that people will remember the feeling. So interest them in the beginning, make 3 keywords, make 3 sentences, and when you start with it, end with it as well. So it will stuck in their mind. I really try all my work when I start to think what I want them after this meeting, what I want them to stuck in their mind. And if somebody asks them what Fatma said in the meeting, what they were going to say. So that's the simplicity. It changed me. And you said something, I like it very much. You said work on what you have. I really liked it. It make it clear. You make me calm. I feel I become calm because things are more clear to me now. Or you make it very simple. So if I want to say to somebody, I say, she will make it clear. But if I wanted to make it more professional, I would say to change the way that you are thinking.
Now, just imagine what your life would be like if you had a system that was easy to use, that told you what words to choose, how to put them together and structure what you're going to share, how to grab stakeholders' attention and how to be when you're doing this. How much stress would you remove from your life? How much time would you get back? How brilliant would it be to have the secret to impact and influence stakeholders every time? My experience and the results I generate tell me that there is nothing like this out there. No one has created anything similar. It is the most effective way to communicate everything and anything you want to share. And it'll get you known for your brilliance at warp speed, which is the catalyst for what's next for you. Now, I tell you, when I share the templates that I've shared in She Strategy with executives, they hold on to them. They don't want to let go because they understand how valuable they are, how much time they save them, how easy it'll become to clarify their thinking, define exactly what they want to get across, and how to structure it, how to simplify complicated things, which makes the executives I work with excel, the perception of them skyrocket, and their personal brand shine. And you know how important this is. They know the value of this. The question is, do you want this for yourself? And if you do, what are you going to do about it? There's no point knowing something if you're not going to action it. And so, to bring it all together, She Strategy has 3 elements. How to sustain yourself in your professional and personal capacity, how to communicate with impact and influence every time, how to build your brand of success. And at the very center is how to get across what you need, what you want, what you do, in a way that resonates, in a way that increases the chance of getting a yes, the yes that you need from a key stakeholder in your professional and in your personal life. In She Strategy, you get templates, cheat sheets, and a how do I do it blueprint. Now, let me give you a flavor of what's included in step 2, the communicate piece. It's a series of steps and building blocks, just like everything else that I do. It's always a series of steps and building blocks designed to enable you to move through the system, gaining knowledge, and the how do I do it that builds on the previous step. Here's what you learn. You'll learn what words to use and choose to suit the stakeholder and the occasion, how to structure what you're going to share, if you're going to be speaking it, how to be when you speak it, including how you sound and how you come across. You will learn that the perception of you is critical, but only after learning what presence is and what it does for you. Each step is standalone. So, for example, you could use the words with structure every time you have something to present that's going to be in the written format, and the rest for when you are in the spotlight, pitching, presenting, speaking, negotiating, requesting, asking. And this is critical. You're going to be drilling down to what you need so that you are okay in the whole of your life. There's no point being a brilliant, high-flying professional if your personal life isn't working. So it's about using these communication skills and the steps that I go through to identify what you need, want, and do in your private life too. Who the stakeholder is that can bring about the change that you're after, and how to get across what you need from them in a way that means that they get it. They take on board your perspective, because ultimately you're after the yes that sustains you. Now, there's more to it than just this. So, for example, we're going to be going over self-disclosure, what you will share, what you won't share, boundaries, which keep you safe, which hold you back, pre-mortem, an exercise where future you looks back at decisions so that you increase the chance of making deliberate, intentional decisions right now that get you to where you want to be. Look, life is phases, and your needs and wants will change with them. Having a system that enables you to do this, a system that you revisit every few months to make sure that you are still on your path to where your ambition and ability lie. This is key to sustaining yourself now and in the future, and key to being solvent. Now, I hope you can see why all of this will make a huge difference to your life, starting right now. But that's not all. There's one key thing that is hugely significant, and it is that I have your back. I'm with you every step of the way. Every week I have a live support session with you where I'll be answering questions and going over challenges. Now, even if you don't have a question or a challenge that you want to share, tune in, because I'll be talking about topics that I am sure will be relevant and interest you. Plus, we come together to focus on how you can raise your profile in a smart, simple, consistent way, like how to be on camera. This is such an important skill in today's world. How to moderate a panel discussion, chair an event, how to create content that has your unique personal brand, knowledge, and insight at the core, and how to do it in a way that means you never run out of ideas and that is stress-free and fast. And here's an important thing to note. You're going to be sharing things that highlight the way you think, work, what you know to be true, the things that set you apart. It'll be your way. It's unique to you. And so all the time we're cementing your unique brilliance, what you are the go-to person for. Now, this might sound like a lot of work. I promise you it isn't. It isn't when you do it the way that I teach. In fact, it becomes an infinite content machine that you can even have some fun with. This is how you build your personal brand based on credibility and being comfortable, how you're known for what sets you apart. And yes, you do it without breaking a sweat. Let me put this another way. The things that you get in She Strategy are your foundation so that you can navigate your career, your life in a way that keeps you sustainable, successful, however you define that. And that means that you stay on the path to what you want for yourself now and in the future. It saves you time, energy, heartache, missed opportunities, and it earns you money because you will embrace leaning into your earning potential. In fact, this is my real reason for everything that I've included in She Strategy, and the reason I created it in the first place is because I want you to be financially secure, because you will know the financial consequences of stepping away from your career. You will know how to negotiate solutions that keep you earning for longer. You'll know how to stay part of the mix if it's best for you that you step away at some point for some time. You will lean into earning more when you work. You will embrace opportunity, and you will know what it costs your company or your client if they lose you. All of these things will keep you in a better financial position over the arc of your life. Am I saying chain yourself to a desk? No. I'm saying that you will have the toolbox to make deliberate, intentional decisions for your best life and how to stay financially secure throughout. No more hitting a wall, no more playing it small, no more feeling or being stuck or leaving altogether, unless that's what you want for yourself. And if it is, then doing it in a way that keeps you relevant and keeps you part of the mix for when you're ready to step back into your professional life. Now, the women who are going through and have gone through She Strategy have had multiple pay rises, have had fantastic promotions, have started their own businesses, have increased their prices, and critically have embraced the "how do I do it" mindset that is so important. How do I do it? How do I make this happen? Now, maybe you're thinking, this doesn't apply to you. Your life is different. You need something else. Here's what I say to you. If you are an ambitious woman who wants more out of work, out of life, out of work and life, then this is what you need. She Strategy is what you need. Now, you can either struggle and muddle your way through how to deliver on work, how to create presentations and pitches, how to be available in your private life, how to stop people from approaching you for things that you don't want to be doing and that sap your time and energy. Or you get support right now. Support that'll get you on the path to sustaining yourself, creating your version of success, your personal brand and insights. So if you are serious, ambitious, want to be known for your expertise and thrive, not just survive, and you're willing to invest in yourself, then I invite you to join She Strategy so that you get the tools to being seen, heard, and empowered starting right now. Now, this is a membership program. It includes access to the online on-demand videos, templates, cheat sheets, blueprint, plus weekly support sessions with me where you bring questions, challenges, we dive into topics that'll help. Plus, there's a weekly Raise Your Profile session with me. Again, it's live. If you have a question around that, you can share it, but we'll go through tactics and how do I do it to raise your profile starting right now in a permission-free way. A way that is credible, that you are comfortable with, that you can be consistent with, and that puts you ahead of the curve. If you are a committed person, if you're committing to yourself first, then I'm inviting you to join. I believe you are going to love it and you will never look back. So come on then, join She Strategy. Do it now. Look, I love what I do, and it's actually really important work for me. And I would really like to welcome you to the community, find out more about you, about your ambition, and how to make it your reality. So click the button, fill in your details, and join. I'll see you on the inside. Bye.